We have three objectives for this video. 1. Make you understand the press stroke thoroughly. 2. Understand the different ways to play it. And 3. Give you some effective tools and tips for your self-practice. The method we will use is start with the most common positioning right in the center, which happens with the Queen W. Subsequently classify this common press shot into 3 types, and once our understanding is clear, we will fire through the whole portfolio of this beautiful shot. Without further ado, let's start with the first type. Here you see this common positioning in center that happens with the Queen W. Striker position is just below the center circle, in the same line as the end of the 45-degree cone of the star. Here, let me point to the approximate point of contact on Queen. Point of contact is approximately 45 degrees on Queen, also indicated by the start of the same cone of star below which the striker was placed. Let me see whether we can repeat again. Yes, of course. Perfect. To recap the first type, we started with the common positioning encountered on a double due with Queen. Then we placed the striker exactly below the end of the 45-degree cone of the star. And then we hit the Queen at the 45-degree mark approximately, also indicated by the same cone of star. Let's go to the second type now. The positioning remains the same. However, this time the striker is below the end of the left pocket arrow. Let's try what we did in the first type. Hit the same 45-degree point of contact. Bang! The coin hits the side frame. So we change the point of contact somewhat half of 45 degrees. More precisely, you will see the striker's center piercing the Queen's center. Okay, let me see if we can repeat. Of course, yes. Compared to the first type, in second type, we moved the striker more towards left. When we tried the same 45-degree point of contact, the coin hit the side frame. Why? Because the striker momentum was more horizontal or cross-natured this time. As a solution, we reduced the angle to somewhat half. More precisely, we pressed the striker center into the Queen's center this time, and bingo, it worked. Finally, we come to the third type, which is the most interesting one. The coin positioning remains the same. However, the striker has moved even more towards left, this time below the circular arrows. Interestingly, you will observe that the point of contact is vertical at 0-degree mark. Also, the pressed coin comes to our base, indicating that this can be a very good defensive shot. As usual, let's test our ability to repeat. Of course, we can. So you saw 3 different types of press in terms of the point of contact. You saw how the point of contact moved from 45-degree mark to somewhat half of it, and then to 0-degree mark as we moved the striker leftwards from type 1 to type 3. Interestingly, in the last or the third type, we somewhat aligned all the 3 key elements: the striker, the point of contact, and the pocket. The point of contact being vertical at 0 degrees, and the Queen got pocketed with the sheer horizontal momentum of the striker. Let's quickly do the same exercise from the right side this time. Same positioning that you encounter with the Queen W. Here, the first type with 45-degree point of contact. And now the second type, with the point of contact at more or less half of 45 degrees. More precisely, you will see the striker piercing right through the queen's center. And finally the third type, with the vertical point of contact at 0 degrees. While we fire some more shots, the thing that you need to understand is the more vertical the shot is, the more power we need to generate. You can easily remark this principle as we move closer to the side frame. Here, you will again see what I mean when I say we align the three elements in the third type: the striker, the point of contact, and the pocket. Also, the more crosser we move, the more attention we need to pay to accuracy and control, and less to power. Here, on these ones, we need power to press through. So why do we need to know all three press variations in terms of the point of contact? Let's consider this position. The cut is blocked on both the sides. Also, the third type press is blocked. One solution is to try a double on the second coin. Second is to go with our second type press. Let's say the opponent positions the black coins in this way to keep his path for white coins on our right side free. Here, we can attack with second type press and pull back the second coin too. For better understanding, let's see this position in which the blacks are slightly tilted on the left, in which case we can try and pocket both the coins. One with the second type press and second with the double. Voila! This video cannot be complete without talking about this position, a common W1. Here, what we have to do is press this first coin with enough power to get the intended point of contact on the coin to be pocketed. There you go. Okay, so let's do this twice. And if you have a good balance, then you can even go for a double, which is again played here back to back. This one is to show you that press can be played even when the coins are not touching. Here the black coin is blocking us. So we press the white coin good enough to pocket the queen straight. Just like this. You do enough power to pocket it straight. Last aspect is the press with thumbings. However, please be intelligent enough to avoid the press when not needed. Here, for example, we can just force the coin into the pocket without the press. I hope you liked this video and found it certainly more enjoyable than pressing your clothes. Yeah? Come on, click the like button, then share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.